Hi, welcome to another episode of In the Kitchen with Chris. Today we're going to be making another fast, easy appetizer that I like to call Nacho Chip Chicken or Nacho Chip Chicken. So this has got a couple components. One component is the tortilla chips, then we have the chicken filling, and then we have an avocado sour cream sauce which we put on top. So again, you can make the sauce ahead of time, you can make the chicken filling ahead of time. And then right before your guests walk in, you just take the chicken filling, you put it on the chip, put a little sauce on it, and you're good to go with a little bit of cheese. All right, so it's very fast and easy. So what I'm going to show you how to do first is the sauce. Now, something that people always want to know is if I want to buy sauce, can I? And so I always tell people, feel free to buy the sauce. You do not have to make it from scratch like I'm doing here. All right, we've got onions, we've got jalapenos, we've got red peppers, we've got cilantro, we have garlic, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of chili powder. All of these things are going to go in the sauce. So when I am in a rush, what I always do is buy enchilada sauce that's been pre-made. It works great. So here's our tomatoes. Those go in also. And so in case you're wondering how to prepare tomatoes, what you do is you take your tomato, you cut it in half, and you squeeze out the seeds. This is a Roma tomato. So I've cut it in half, and so now I take it, squeeze out the seeds, because I don't like the seeds in my sauce. If you want to leave them in, feel free. And then you take your knife, I like to cut it in long planks, and then go back through it the other direction and rough chop it up. So what you're shooting for here, everybody, is the heat in here to take this sauce and to cook it, and it's going to break down the tomatoes and make them watery. So really, however you want to chop this up, it doesn't matter. Just rough chop the tomatoes, and then you're going to put it in, and then these are going to break down into a sauce. It'll take at least 20 to 30 minutes to cook. Here's another little trick of the trade. Take a lime and a fork, cut it in half, and if you need juice of a lime or lemon, put it in just like this, and then you're going to take this and you're going to squeeze it as you rotate the fork. It's a fast, easy way to get out all the juice out of a lime or a lemon without hardly any effort at all. Now, we're going to let this sauce cook, and cook, and it'll take, again, at least 20 to 30 minutes. It'll totally break down and turn into a nice tomatoey, spicy, liquidy sauce. Back in a bit. Alrighty, our nacho chip chicken sauce has been cooking for about 20-25 minutes or so. Everything has blended all the flavors. It's broken down. The tomatoes have gotten nice and broken apart, so everything will stir really easily in with the chicken. So now I'm going to take a little bit of olive oil, add it to my pan, and then I'm going to take my chicken, and this is chopped pre-cooked chicken. So on the chicken, everybody, if you want to use chicken breast, dark meat, legs, thighs, it doesn't matter. All I did was I took the whole breasts, I sauteed them, let them cool, and then I chopped them up. That's all I did. Very, very simple. So get chopped cooked chicken any way you want. You can even buy it ahead of time and just chop it up yourself. It's already cooked. You can even do that. So again, as I said before, if you want to just add enchilada sauce to this, it works really well. Or we're making the sauce from scratch ourselves. Either way is fine. So we're going to take this and we're going to stir it in. And we need just a little bit more. And this is slightly on the spicy side. The reason the avocado dressing is there is because it cools it off just a touch and it adds a really nice flavor. This is more of a Mexican style appetizer. All right, so again, as I said before, you can take this filling right here and make this a day ahead, 2 days ahead, 3 days ahead, 4 days ahead, 5 days ahead, and just put this in the refrigerator just like this so that all of the effort is days and days and days before the party. Remember, today is all about fast, easy appetizer. So now our filling is done. Now we need our avocado sauce, if you will, avocado dressing. So this consists of an avocado, lime juice, sour cream, a little bit of salt and pepper, and what I like to add is a little bit of Hidden Valley Ranch brand buttermilk recipe dressing mix. It adds a nice little flavor. If you wanted to add your own garlic, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, not a problem at all. They just happen to have all of that pre-mixed in the packet, and so I'm just adding it like that. So again, this is all about making it easy on you for appetizers. So when you take your avocado, what you're going to do is you are going to run your knife around it, spin it open. You're going to expose the pit, and you can see how it comes right out. You can either take a spoon or you can just squeeze it. Either way will work exactly the same. So this side will squeeze, and this side will take a spoon, because people do it both ways. I personally think it's a little easier squeezing it, but it doesn't really matter. All right, so now we have our avocado, and we have our sour cream, and we need our lime juice. And again, a little trick of the trade, stick your fork in, turn it up like this, and then squeeze, and all of the lime juice goes right in the bowl. And of course, we have to add a little bit of salt and pepper to this. Now, if you want to add some cilantro or jalapenos to this, really anything you want, it doesn't really matter. So a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper. I like black pepper. Some people like white pepper. It doesn't really matter. It's entirely up to you, whatever you feel like. But now you got to mix this really, really well. So what I like to do is take the back of my spoon and kind of smash it in the bowl as I'm mixing, because you want to get this mixed up thoroughly. And again, you can make this a day ahead of time. So the only thing that you're going to find is this. When this sits in the refrigerator 2 or 3 or 4 hours, you're going to notice that the dark, it's going to start turning dark on the top. What's happening is the avocado is oxidizing just a little bit. So you can either mix it in or just scrape that little teeny bit right off the top, because that's going to happen. It's a natural part of the oxidation process with avocados. All right, so this is nicely mixed. You see everything is thoroughly mixed together. And then we're going to take our nacho chips, our chicken filling, and our queso fresco, okay? And of course, what do we need to add, everybody? Just a little bit of Hidden Valley Ranch. There we go, just a touch. Adds a nice little flavor. I like it. A friend of mine showed me that a long time ago, and I've done it ever since. Of course, you don't have to put it in if you don't want to. All right, so now we have our nacho chips, we have our avocado dressing, we have our queso fresco, which is a fresh Mexican style cheese, and we have our chicken filling. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a spoon, and we are going to spoon a little bit of chicken on, and then we need another spoon, and we're going to spoon a little bit of the avocado dressing on top of that, okay? But of course, since we have the queso fresco, some people like to melt the queso fresco in the microwave for 30 seconds. Some people don't. It really doesn't matter. Either way, it's entirely up to you. So we're going to take some chicken, and we're going to put just a little bit of chicken meat. I would say approximately almost a tablespoon on top of each one. And again, remember, you can make this filling ahead of time. It's very fast and easy. This filling will also work great for enchiladas, burritos, tostadas. It's a great all-purpose chicken filling if you want a Latin American style of flavor. Okay, so just a couple more here. All right, now we've got our queso fresco, and all we're going to do is put about this much, I'd say a teaspoon, on each one. So a little bit of queso fresco. If you want to use Chihuahua, Chihuahua will work great. If you want to buy the multiple cheese Mexican combination variety that I've seen already shredded at the store, that'll work great too. You have cheddar or mozzarella in the house, or Monterey Jack, any of those will work. I personally like this because it has a really interesting flavor that a lot of people don't get very often. So now, as I said before, you can microwave this for 30 seconds, or you don't have to. Either way will work just fine. So I'm just going to continue on with the sauce, but if I wanted to microwave it, you'd microwave it now, okay? All right, then we're going to take a little bit of our dressing and we're going to put it on top. So all you do is put, again, about a teaspoon or so on each one. So just use a small spoon, put a little bit on there. And remember, this is a fast, easy appetizer. This is just meant to make it very fast and easy on you. So you as the host, you don't have to work very, very hard. You can take it easy. You can enjoy your guests and make something very fast. So you've got the nacho chips on the bottom. You have the chicken filling, which you can make ahead. You have the avocado dressing, which you make ahead. The cheese, which all I did was take it out of the package and give it a quick little grate. And then you've got nacho chip chicken in no time flat. Hope you enjoyed this. Thanks very much and have a great day.